What is a normal market in the Pokemon TCG? Does anybody that's been involved in the last year actually know what that is? I'm Andy with Northwoods Collectors, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe, hit that notify, and of course, guys, hit that like. We can get 25. You've been great at it so far. It's doing extremely well for us. If you continue to do that, it's free, doesn't cost you a thing, and it helps us out a ton. So please hit that like button before you leave. We're also going to be doing the giveaway here somewhere about midway in the video, just to help you guys out and get that done for you so we can get our winners out. Hopefully send them out here before Thanksgiving or just after. So other than that, we're just going to sit here and discuss what kind of market do you think would be considered a normal market? Would it be this, or would it be this? Well, depending on what kind of market you're in, it could be either or, of course. When we talk about the Pokemon market, we are typically looking at a graph like this. That was what we used to always see. Year over year, you could almost consistently predict that it was going to be about an 8 to 15% a gain on top of whatever you have into it. You could see that in your portfolio of products, your cards, your raw cards, your graded cards, all that stuff. Typically, if you could stay between an 8 and a 15% yield or gain, you were doing great. That's exactly what you wanted to see. It outperformed most stocks. It outperformed your bank account if you have a savings account. And it also outperformed most CDs and bonds that were out there. So it was a good investment because it was a consistent growth year over year. Some years you make 15, some years you'd make 8, but on average you were somewhere in that range. Of course, just like any markets, there's been little blips. You know, you go back to the Pokemon Go boom of 2016. Of course, you had a little bit of a blip there. When we had Hidden Fates, if we go back to Hidden Fates and Sun and Moon, we had a bit of a blip there. But the big events that happened in 2020 was number 1, we had stimulus money all over the place, and number 2, LP opening that base set booster box first edition really made the market explode, because he put Pokemon on the map with all of the younger generations that are using YouTube, and they're using Twitter, and they're using Instagram, and of course Facebook. He brought all these people back into the market, which of course caused it to explode and make this big gigantic bubble. Now, overall, this is exactly what we almost had through this whole deal. And I want to show you this because we started at the low, we went to the peak, which was when LP did his opening. We dropped, we had a second opening, which caused a little bit more of a blip. We've had a steady drop until all of a sudden the last couple months, we started running out of product. Now we're going back down onto this low. That has been what we've seen, and actually if you look at it over the last 2 years, if you spread that out over almost 2 years that it took, we really didn't gain a lot. A lot of people in between had some money move. We had 5,000% gains on some things, and all those gains have almost been washed. Even look at XY Evolutions. I know people love that set. Went from 75. It went all the way up to $1,200 to $1,400 a booster box, and now it's still dropping down. It's around $600 a booster box. I still don't think that that's seen the bottom point yet. I think you're going to end up right around that 4, which, if you look at the age of XY Evolutions, is almost right on target for it. It's got to have a good growth, but it was right on target actually for its typical growth range. So, did it really gain anything at the end of the day? No. We like to see a nice steady market, and you know, that's the biggest thing is when we go back to normal, we should be seeing this. You should see a consistent growth year over year, time over time, of just this little bit of a catch. You're going to get some blips, you're going to get some dips, but realistically, if you put a straight line through there, you should see a consistent growth. Now, what are some rules as we go into this normal market? I know you hear investors saying that, you hear a lot of people saying normal. And a lot of people that have been in the last year, started investing, have never seen normal. They don't know what that term means. I know I hear it a lot of times, and you're not sure if the person who's telling it to you on the other side of this camera is actually knowing what normal themselves is. Because if you've noticed, a lot of investment video people have been disappearing. They haven't been putting much content out there because they don't know how to invest in normal, because they've never done it themselves. Their channels started late, they started during this boom. Of course, they kept moving forward, and they've had really good success on their videos because they've been consistently able to see these huge gains on products that they're telling you to buy. Now in normal, we're not going to do that. Normal's going to take it to where we go back to our rule system, and there is a base rule system that I learned early on, even back in early base set, back when I used to collect in Fossil and Team Rocket all the way up to Aquapolis and Sky Ridge. These are rules that you always played by, and there's a reason. Number one is in the first 2 years of print, when it's still in tournament play, do not pay over MSRP. You've heard me say that 100 times on this channel. It's not something I make up. It's not something that I'm trying to push because I just want to. It's because it is a safety net. Products don't usually drop below MSRP, and if they do, it's not for very long. It could be for a few months, it could be for 6 months, but eventually it always comes back to MSRP. If you purchase a product, especially in the first 2 years, you are exposing yourself to a very bad market potential. The reason being is that at any time in 2 years, Pokemon TCG can print the crap out of anything and take your investment and wash it back down to MSRP. As long as it's selling in the stores, you know that that's the baseline for that product. Even afterwards, you know that the supply is going to go down after it's done being printed within a few months, and it's going to go above that MSRP mark. So that's why I like to say the floor is MSRP. Now, you can get a steal of a deal if you can purchase stuff under MSRP, but really a floor is just wherever the MSRP mark is of that product. Booster boxes are probably the only exception. I honestly think they should just put MSRP at 110 to 120 because that's typically where they drop to and sit when they first are released. Now the second rule that we really look at is when you're looking at purchasing sealed product. That's what I do, sealed product. So that's what I'm going to go with. Follow the fire breathing dragon. That applies to singles, that applies to graded, that applies to sealed product, because over the long term, anything with a Charizard in it performs better than anything else. Just the way it is. Fire breathing dragon is the key. We say that about, look at Champion's Path even right now. Champion's Path is in reprint zone, but it is running at $90 a box to possibly $100. It's right in that range. Why? There are 3 Charizards in that set. It drives that thing. Hidden Fates is another one. Why do people open so much Hidden Fates? They love the Hidden Fates Charizard. That Charizard is sought after. Once again, Charizard is helping. You can look at any of the fan favorites. Any fan favorite Pokemon can drive it. So let's just take a look at it. We can go through Gengar, huge fan. Pikachu, of course, can drive a market on its own. Mewtwo, Blastoise, Venusaur, Celebi's got a huge following. All these characters do extremely well. So guys, these are all parts that you want to look at when you're seeing an investment into a normal market. What are the parts that are going to go through and drive this? But we're going to take a quick little break here and of course kick over to the other video where I'm going to do the giveaway for the 350. So guys, we're on the road to 500, of course. Be sure you subscribe and hit that notify, and we'll go kick over and find the winner, and we'll be right back. Alright, thank you guys for joining me for the giveaway window. So we're going to go over the 350 giveaway. As I said on Sunday's video, we are doing it here Wednesday. So thank you for joining us. I'm going to go ahead and just jump in. I did happen to pull open the 2 windows just to make it a little bit easier. So all I'm going to do is copy and paste the title from the YouTube video. I am going to, of course, move over to the randomized picker, add in the title, and get rid of duplicates, and then also put in the filter, which of course was the Northwoods rules. So we put that inside of there, and we're going to go ahead and get the comments. So there was 15 of you that actually put the comment in. So here we go, guys. I'm going to go ahead and start this. And I know I might get myself, but if I do, I will, of course, kick that over. And RyKiaYin, that is the winner of our 350 raffle. So if you could, Ryan, give me your address, and of course, tell me which pack you wanted out of the list in the description of the video, and I will get that out to you ASAP. Everybody else, thank you for subscribing and joining, and of course, we are on the road to 500. So we'll have more giveaways coming up in the near future. Check out where we're at and make sure that you keep up to date with us by hitting that notify and hit the subscribe if you're new here. Otherwise, I'm going to kick you back to the original video. Thank you for joining, and we will see you next time. Alright guys, we're back. Congratulations to the winner. This was recorded prior to that just because I had some time to do this video and I wanted to get it in place beforehand. So guys, congratulations to the winner. Make sure you hit us up on Instagram or just hit us up on in the email. That way I can get this out to you. I'd like to get it out to you as soon as possible. So please hit me up right away with your address and I'll send that out right away to you. That way you can get your pack here and let me know what pack you wanted out of the list in the description below. So go ahead and let me know and I'll get that out to you ASAP. Other than that, we're just going to go ahead and just talk about the last part of it. Exclusive. Exclusive, exclusive, exclusive. The more exclusive an item is, the better it's going to perform over time. The more rare an item is, the more potential there is for gain. So, we're going to just go ahead and talk about right here. We got the Pikachu and Zekrom box. That was from GameStop. Another one, it's a little bit more expensive, and it has exclusive to GameStop. Now, what does that mean? Usually, exclusive items go through one print. They get one time getting printed through. They're sold at a specific location and only at that location, and that makes it an exclusive item. These items perform better than most items time over time, and that's just because of the exclusivity of it. The other thing that we've been really working on even here for our purposes, personally, we've been doing this, is the Pokemon Center exclusive items. Chilling Reign is a double bonus because not only is it a Pokemon exclusive, but it is an error box. Those are even better items when you can get error items inside of your collection as an investment. They do put on money quicker as an investment. That's just, the more exclusive, the more rare error. It's just a triple banger on that one to really get you out. Any of the Pokemon exclusive ETBs I believe will be really good. We still have not seen a reprint on those. Whether we will or not is yet to be seen, but I'm thinking it might not. They usually don't do exclusive items like that. They don't do reprints on it, and that's a great opportunity for you to bank that away and be able to get on top of that. Now, these are all suggestions in a normal market. You see now what a normal market's going to look like. We're going to go back to Sun and Moon, and the biggest reason that Sun and Moon was really a normal market was because their Pokemon produced so much supply, and you had our consumers consuming equal amounts of the supply. Nothing really went out of whack. It stayed pretty level all the way through. Now, what happened in Sun and Moon, and I say this because this happened in Sun and Moon. A lot of people always think that Logan Paul started this boom. It's actually already started. There was a little boom or an uptick in Pokemon TCG with Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates kicked her off, guys. That got more people interested and started this little bit of a shortage going in the Sun and Moon. You had Pokemon creating the supply that they always had, and all of a sudden you had new consumers come in, and they were consuming more than what Pokemon was actually producing. So, what actually happened is Pokemon sitting here producing, and consumers kept chewing more up. Pretty soon, supply started to drop, and then what happened? Prices went up. It's just a natural thing. Now, is that going to continue if Pokemon actually catches up to the current supply and more people continue to leave this? We could go backwards really fast, guys. That's why it's really cautious to be watching the market, watching the production notes, seeing how quickly your stores are filling up, and definitely keep an eye on how you want to spend this stuff and keep yourself in the least amount of exposure. If you can, purchase multiple items, plan on selling some immediately to reduce that exposure. Just like the video, and I will put it up right above me over here, where we actually did that with Battle Styles. Buy 4 boxes of Battle Styles, sell 3 of them, keep 1 box behind. Why? I have no exposure. That's what you need to look at, especially as you continue to invest in the Pokemon TCG. These are just realistic things, guys. I'm not trying to sit here and sell you on anything. I'm just trying to give you the best advice I can to try and keep you safe and successful out there in the Pokemon TCG in a realistic format. None of this, oh yeah, you're going to make 400% gaining if you just buy this product. Buy this here and you'll make 400%. I guarantee it. Guess what? Those are the guys right now that are not doing any videos because they don't know how to act in this market either. So make sure you keep that in mind when you're sitting there watching these videos as they're doing less and less. Yet the people that actually are investing and know what to do investing are still producing videos because we're trying to assist you to become better and safer at what you do. But that being said, guys, if you're new here, hit that subscribe, hit that notify, and hit the like. Of course, we're on our road to 500. Hopefully we can get 400 here pretty quick. We did really well getting to 350. 450s or 400 is not that far off. So if you do like this kind of content, though, check out these 2 videos over here. And with that being said, we will see you next time here on Northwoods Collectors.